Hey guys, welcome to the morning roast. I'm your host for the roast, Ken Arnold, and let's get this bad boy started off.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right. Let's see who's on. Hey, good morning, Mom. Good to see ya. And let's get into this today. Well, there's my mom. And Ben's on. Hey, Ben, thanks for joining. I get what I get when you're old, right? I'm old, damn it. You get what you get. Well, thanks for being here, Ben. As I can see, there's 4 people watching now. Smash that like button so we can start off on the right foot. You know, I went up 1 yesterday to 136, right? And then by this morning, it was back down to 135. Somebody came in, subscribed, and then left. Or somebody left. I don't know who left. People must just, I was making fun of the Royals, I suppose, and one of the people who loves the Royals. I don't know, right? Ben needs a good national day because the pack-a-lunch day was anticlimactic. It was, I guess, if you work from home. Yeah, it could be. It could be. All right, good morning, Donald M. Thanks for joining, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. So how is everybody today? I mean, it's Thursday. I'm losing track of the days. March 11th, I thought it was the 12th. I don't know what day it is anymore. I really, really don't. So I'm trying to get myself organized over here because the days are flying by. Again, I want to remind you guys real quick before we move on. We are part of the Garden State Film Festival. March 27th is our premiere. Go to their website, www.gardenstatefilmfest.org, and get your ticket for a virtual pass to watch the film. It's a fun film. You guys will laugh, I promise you. Or not. I don't know. Maybe you don't have the same sense of humor that I have. But you're here watching me now, so maybe you do. I don't know. Hey, Jill. Oh, coffee is so good. So good. A lot of stuff to do again today, working on that movie still. But glad to be here with you guys right now. And we're going to jump right into our national days. Well, actually, here's what we're going to do. You know, because we've been making fun of the Royals and, how nobody cares. We're going to talk about that right now. The Royals. So, anyway, the whole thing has gotten just like crazy, right? Here they are doing their interview, the Royal Rift. They started it all. They ran away from England, right? It's crazy, right? All this stuff that's going on right now, and the news is just eating it up. It's like, Why? Who cares about the Royals? They're not even the United States. Well, they moved to the U.S., so, I guess. And Oprah still trying to stay on top by causing troubles. Love it. Thanks, Oprah. Anyway, the Royal Rift. So here's Queen's face when she heard about all this mess and she watched the interview. There she is. She was like, what? What the heck just happened? Queen Elizabeth, look at her. Mom, you look more like Queen Elizabeth every day, Mom. Mom's going to be mad now. But I totally don't get it, right? Because the Queen and her grandson, Harry, right? Look, they used to make out all the time, right? I mean, come on. And now there's a rift. Come on, look at it. They're going in for the smooch right there. Get ready to make out, the Queen and her grandson. And now they're not even talking, right? So apparently she threw an olive branch out there, right? She threw it out there and, she wants peace. They want to have peace meetings, a peace deal. Is there a war going on? Is somebody bombing somebody or something? You know what? Nobody cares about your family's problems, right? Just like nobody cares about my family's problems. They don't care. You can complain about them all you want, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. And there's my mom. She is the queen. Yeah, you are, Mom. You are a queen. George Brett's poop video is more entertaining royal moment. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You are absolutely right. Mom's the queen, and she says, have a nice day. Okay, moving on to some other fun things. Oh, yeah, this guy, now he's in the middle. Her dad, right? Her dad has jumped in. They're interviewing him now. He's riding that 15 minutes of fame as well. But take a look at him. I mean, really, look at him, then look at her. How did that guy have a daughter that looks like that? I mean, she's a little bitchy, but totally must look like mom because she don't look like dad. I think she has the same nose as her dad, though. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, same nose. But thank God she didn't get the rest of them. Oh, my goodness. All right. Whew, thank God she looks like mom. All right, anyway, moving on from the Royals. I had enough of them. All right, so what's the national days today? Let's jump in. There's a bunch. It's Johnny Appleseed Day. Spreading the seed all across the country, right? Sprinkling the apple seeds here and there, and now apples grow everywhere. There it is, right? We all heard that story when we were little kids in elementary school. It's National Johnny Appleseed Day. And look, he's so happy, skipping through the park or wherever he is. There's a wolf watching him, though. That wolf's going to jump out and get him. That wolf's going to... That's a horror film I'm waiting to make. I'm going to make that. Yeah. Happy Johnny Appleseed Day. All right, moving on. What's the next day? Oh, my alarm's going off. Look at that. Better turn that off. All right, here we go. Happy Johnny Appleseed Day. Spreading the seed. Ah, the drama. And spreading the seed. Yes, Ben, he's spreading the seeds all across the country. All right, here we go. It is Oatmeal Nut Waffle Day. Yeah, they look... Oh... There you go, Ben. Oatmeal nut waffles right there. Got your nuts? Put them in your waffles. There you have it. Oatmeal nut waffle. I thought this was a family. It is a family show. What are you talking about? We're talking about him spreading apple seeds, you dirty-minded folk. And there's my mom. No. Betty, you were way late. I put up a picture of the Queen, and I made a joke that Mom looked like her, or she's starting to look like Queen Elizabeth. Mom is Queen Elizabeth, to be honest. And then one day, Betty, you'll be Queen Elizabeth. Right now, you're just a princess. All right. Yes, Mom. Glad to see you, too. Here we go. Moving on. It is National Promposal Day. And here's where it gets a little difficult because a lot of places aren't having proms this year. A lot of high schools. Because of COVID. So, but some will. Some are having it. A lot of private schools are still going to school, so they'll have a prom. We are debating here if the high school here doesn't have one for Samela, because she's a senior, that we may do a little something here at our house with a small group of people. Of Samela's friends, her and a couple of her girlfriends, and their dates. And they can come here and they can we'll do something out on the patio out back. And they can have a little bit of a prom with her and her friends, just so they can do something, as opposed to nothing, which is where it seems to be at the moment. So, happy National Promposal Day today. So if you're going to ask somebody to the prom, today would be that day. Boom. You remember when you were in high school and you were just like, oh, I don't want to ask her. Well, I didn't have a choice. I had a girlfriend and she told me what to do, which was fine, right? Waffles are... Okay, it was a family show, Ben, until that happened. And chicks are like waffles because pockets. Come on now. All right, here we go. The promposal day is done. Good morning, Amy. Thanks for joining. And yes, Samela is a senior already, Donald. Yes. And think of the money I'm saving. Once I bought my daughter a $350. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. I think her godmother may make her one because her godmother's a seamstress and they have a good relationship. And she only lives a couple blocks away, so I think she might go over there. And it'll give her godmother something to do, actually, because she's kind of bored just sitting around the house all day, every day. So maybe that'll happen. I don't know. If Maria was on, we'd know the answer. And my mom, I can relate, Ben. Oh my God, Queen Elizabeth, where are you going right now? Again, family show, people. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. All right, so it's National Worship of Tools Day, Ben. So get out and worship your tools by doing what? Build something or fix something with the tools that you have in your garage, your shed, in your basement, wherever. I have some in my basement and in my shed. I'm looking to build a bigger garage so I can have a nicer workshop for building wood stuff, making wood. My wife, she just made a barn door for our bathroom in the basement. Fantastic. She did a fantastic job, Maria. So when she's here tomorrow, we'll all say, I'll take a picture of it and I'll show you the door she built. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice, I must say. She's a crafty woman. She's got lots of talents. Lots of talents. She's good at making waffles. All right, moving on. Stay away from the sparkly beads, Ben says. Mom saved money on my prom dress. She never went. 3 gross guys asked you. Nope, absolutely not. And Ben says, yeah, now it's way off the rails now. Not an adult show. No, it's a kid show. Actually, no, it's not a kid show. I like to parade around Tractor Supply with your big tool. I'm sure you do, Ben. I'm sure you do. All right, moving on. It is National Funeral Directors Day. And Betty, there you go. 6 feet under. I took that picture from 6 feet under. But yes, it's National Funeral Director and Mortician Day. Didn't know they had a national day, but yet they do. There it is. National Funeral Director and Mortician Day. I'm sure that one will cheer you up a little, Ben. You said you were looking for an anticlimactic one. This may be it. Well, no, it's kind of climactic if you die and you need one of these guys, because it's over. It's all over. Story's done. The story is done if you need a mortician or the funeral director. Sharon made it up. Yeah, she did. She had 2 $500 dresses. You are correct, Mom, on her. Well, that's okay. It's also World Kidney Day. Those are important. You'll miss those when they're gone. Yeah, when you're missing a kidney or 2, or you need dialysis. So, it's World Kidney Day. So find out things that will keep your kidneys healthy and go get them checked out to make sure they are healthy. And I'll tell you right now, kidney stones stink. Maria had one. Oh my God, it was awful. Yeah, so there you go. And Jill Redding. Oh, Dad paid for those dresses, huh, Mom? And Jill Redding loves her a good mortician. Who doesn't, Jill? Who doesn't? Right? How does one celebrate Funeral Directors Day? I mean, my wife stays alive just to annoy me. Yeah, so does mine. But she's not here today to defend herself, so I better be careful. She's probably watching. She's probably watching at NBC. All right, here we go. It is the last one, 311 Day. Yes, and I kind of knew what 311 was, but then I had to look it up. It's the non-emergency number for services in your community. So if something's amiss in your neighborhood or something, but you don't want to call 911, you want to call 311, just so you could let the person know in your community, hey, something happened here and it needs to be fixed, or something got stolen. But it's not an emergency. There's nobody here stealing anything now, but somebody broke into my car. Could you send a police officer out when they get an opportunity so I can make a report? So that kind of a thing. National 311 Day, because a lot of people dial 911 for the most ridiculous stuff. So next time, if it's not an emergency and you can't figure it out, just think 311 instead of 911. All right, there you go. That's it. Those are my national days. I got 6 minutes left to do my top 5. So on this day in history, right? On this day in history, yes, that is 311. 311 is where people in Harford County complain about dogs pooping on the lawn. And yeah, who doesn't love Leroy Wooster? Leroy Wooster is the funeral director in the town where I grew up, in Atco, New Jersey. We've been there many a time for family and friends. And yes, Leroy does an excellent job. He always has. So here's to you, Leroy Wooster, on your national day, Funeral Director and Mortician Day. All right, moving on, my top 5. So on this day in history, March 11th in 2011, the Fukushima disaster. Remember that? With the earthquake in Japan, and then the nuclear reactor just fell apart and then started melting through the earth. Right? And everything got polluted over there from radioactive waste. Yeah, this happened 10 years ago. It seems like it happened yesterday, but it was 10 years ago. So it got me thinking. Movies about nuclear disasters. So top 5 movies about nuclear disasters or averting a nuclear disaster. There are a lot. So, and a lot of good ones, but I went off the path a little bit and went back to some earlier movies that you might remember. Here we go. I got the Day After, made in 1983, right? It's about two Kansas families who, after a nuclear war, are trying to survive, even though it doesn't look good. The big thing about this film is that it happened in 1983. It is the most watched TV movie of all time. Why? Because the Cold War was in full force. NATO had just done a nuclear war game, and Russia thought it was real. The Soviet Union thought it was real. And they were about ready to push the damn button to fight back because NATO went out and decided to do this elaborate war game, right? And that happened just before this aired. So everybody was on edge in the early 80s. And then, Ronald Reagan came in and, did his thing. But still, in the early 80s, man, people were scared. The Day After, and Jason Robards is in it, and John Lithgow are in it as well. Yes, When Harry Met Sally. My mom knows it was scary back in the day, the Cold War, right? The Day After, 1983. All right, here's another one, The Chernobyl Diaries. Now that one is a horror film, and I like it because, it's about mutated monsters and people and stuff attacking, and it's a horror film. It's based on the Chernobyl disaster, and these kids go there to check out because you can go there and look at it now and see, because the whole place is deserted, and it's just like everybody just got up and left, right? Of course they did, because it was radioactive. It's still radioactive. And but this is a horror film based on that and mutated monsters and stuff like that. The Chernobyl Diaries. Yeah. Good morning, Maria. The Book of Eli. Very nice, Donald. Yeah, there's Maria. Good morning. The Day After, made for TV. Scared the crap out of you. Yeah, it did. It did. 1983 was a scary time in this country, man, with the Cold War and the Soviet Union, right? Here's another one. You ready? Here we go. The China Syndrome. Remember this movie? Jack Lemmon, Jane Fonda, Michael Douglas. Boom. Right there. Nuclear disaster. Going right down through the core of the planet, right out the other side. The China Syndrome. I remember watching this when I was a kid. I don't remember it that well, but I remember watching it. I do. Michael Douglas. Yep. Ah, yeah. Good morning, Maria. Gorgie. Yes, Ben says he's been behaving, Maria, but not so much. He forgot that it was a child show, a kid show, and went off the rails. Yeah. Maria doesn't believe it at all. Mad Max. Yep. Nuclear disaster. Right? China Syndrome. My mom put it down. She knows. China Syndrome. Scary movie. That was a scary movie. All right, moving on. What's my next one? Let's see. War Games. That was a fun movie with Matthew Broderick, right? He's a computer hacker. He hacks in. He starts playing a game, right? But the computer doesn't think it's a game and actually, gets ready to launch the codes, and he's got to figure out how to get there to the thing and stop the computer from doing that. Remember? Shall we play a game? Ooh, shall we? I think we shall. Yeah, that was a good one. And my number one, it's not the best movie of all time, and we'll talk more about this on tomorrow's show, but here we go. The Sum of All Fears. Jack Ryan, right? It's based on the Jack Ryan stuff that Tom Clancy wrote. The Sum of All Fears. Baltimore. That's why I like it so much, because Baltimore gets blown up. Which it needs to be. It's already a nuclear disaster. So, I'm just kidding, folks. I don't think Baltimore should be blown up. I think it needs new politicians, but I don't think that's going to change. But The Sum of All Fears with Ben Affleck and Morgan Freeman. Good movie about nuclear disaster, right? And there's a lot more. You could say Hunt for Red October. Yep, there it is. Donald, yep, you got it. Back then, you just unplugged it. Silkwood, there you go. That one with Cher. I don't remember the one with Cher, Mom. What was that? Back then, you just unplugged it. There she is. All right, look. We're wrapping this up today, the top 5 nuclear disaster movies. But tomorrow we'll be back. Maria will be here. We'll be talking about our top five. And think Tom Clancy, right? Think Tom Clancy stuff. And we'll be talking about that tomorrow on the show. So enjoy your days. Eat your oatmeal nut waffles and celebrate your morticians and your funeral directors. And call 311 for some information today. Because that's what we need to do on these days. These national days we have to celebrate. These people paid money. Get out, sprinkle some apple seeds. Eat an apple. There you go. And if you happen to be going to the prom, make a promposal. All right, whether you're 35 or not, that's not weird. Of course it's weird. Oh, jeez. So anyway, guys, we will see. Silkwood, there it is. The episode of Twilight Zone with Burgess Meredith with the glasses. Yeah. Ben Affleck embarrasses Ben's all over. Yeah, he does, Ben. Sorry. Anyway, guys, I'm out of time. But thank you for joining me. We will see you guys tomorrow here on the show. Maria will be sitting right over here. You guys have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.